I guess to start with, what the software is for is for civil engineers who are doing site design, and to help them do things like putting in roads, designing sites like urban areas, home sites. And we're going to start by creating a surface. And then to create that surface, the quickest and easiest way to do that is to just bring in some points. So here's the set of points, and I'm going to look over the set, and assuming that we've got X, Y, and Z here, what I want to do is scan my Z column and see what the numbers look like. 17, 18, 33. I think the biggest number here is 90. But the easiest way to get data into TurboCAD is I just do a copy here. Just do a Control-A, Control-C. And then what I have as one of my tools is this TurboCAD right here. So I click on that. It says, okay, there's text on the clipboard, and I can try to parse it. But later, I'm just going to put it on this thing called points. Okay. Okay, so I've got my points. Now to create a surface from that set of points, first I have to select all of the points. And then hit my Create Surface button right here, or Create Triangles anyway. Create, Okay, so I created my surface here on the triangles there. Okay, now I'm going to turn off my points, so I don't want them to interfere with any of the other processes. Okay. Now, if you notice that most of these buttons are not available right now, like these guys right here, and that's because it's not active surface. To make the, let's say, a set of triangles, what I call the active surface, I just need to select the triangles that I want to use and hit my button here that makes this set of triangles the active surface. So it's going to go through and read and make sure that each one of these is actually a triangle. Just double click on it. Oops. Remove it. Okay, so this is how the software knows that this is the triangle that I created. It's got this property. There's another hidden property called name. I'm not sure why I can't see it, but okay, now that, if you'll notice here also, that button is now highlighted, and that's saying that yes, there is an active surface. Now I can do some of these other things. One of which is usually done. Well, one thing I always do is I try to look at from an isometric view just to see where my hills at. The other thing that I just noticed with this set of data is whenever you create a triangulation, whatever software you use, you create a triangulation, what you're going to get is a convex hull of all of the points. The problem with that is you can get problems along the edges. These triangles right here, I know, are problematic. Down in this lower right area, it looks pretty good, but then as soon as you get out to this edge, things don't look right. For instance, lines are crossing. That should not happen. Those are effectively vertical triangles, nearly vertical, and they can throw the software off. So there needs to be a cleanup step here. Basically, I'm going to get rid of these, the ones that I can tell don't belong. And this can be time consuming, but it pays to do it ahead of time. Now, like, I know that that's the edge of my surface, and these things are crossing, so these must be bad ones. Okay, that looks pretty clean. Oops. Okay. Some of these I could probably get away with, but I'm just going to do a couple more and move on to something else. Okay, I'm going to leave these because I don't think they're going to make too much of a problem. Okay, so let's do contours first. Okay. For this, I'm not going to make any changes here, except what we can do here is go with that debug stuff. Okay, I'm going to keep my major and minor settings the same. I changed those earlier and they were saved. So let's just hit the button. Now I've got a lot of triangles here, so this is going to take a little while. You can see the red ones in. Okay, I think. No, it's not done yet because, oh, that's selection. There we go. There we go. Turn off my triangles. Okay. Now, let's do this one. I'm not going to change anything else, but what I am going to do, I need to make this box bigger. It looks like I'm 4. So I don't put those others on the same layer. Okay. Oh, darn it. Did it again. Okay. This is why, I don't know if you can see this artifact. Something bad was created in here. And that came from probably those others that I didn't clean up.
I see.
So at least in order to do that guy, it wants the data to be pretty clean. Turn off these guys. And the reason I did that is to show what we actually have. Loosen your but that's actually a decent surface. Okay. So what? Now let's do a profile. Turn that off. Triangles. Dogs. So I'm going to put in a polygon. I want to go to that way. Okay. Let's just do that. Keep it simple. In order to use this, create this cross-section tool, I actually changed this from the way it was before to simplify it a little bit. One line. Section. Okay. So let's turn the triangles off. Here is the elevation along that line. Now, if you double click on it, I'm going to go to Other, and click on the additional page. This allows you to change certain things about it. Say if I wanted the text a little bit smaller, and leave the blue rows, just do for font. Especially digits, I think the ones enough. Okay. That doesn't look any better. Well, let's just change it. Sure did. Oh, 10. Oh. Let's tighten it up. And the footer is the distance between this bottom line and the first line here. So you should see those numbers come up a little bit. Now let's look at profile. Now cross-section is only used with a single straight line. I'm going to put the cross-section tool is only used with a single straight line.
Okay.
The profiles is different. So I'm going to put in a different line here. It's going to start with snapping. Oops. Let's not do that. That's okay for now. Okay, so there's that. Select it. Okay, now let's put it on. Do want my plan, my cross sections. Can we have that change? It's going to be 100. Okay, so let's say okay with that. Hopefully. Okay, so let's turn the triangles off, and I can talk about what we're looking at here. Okay. Now this looks a lot like the cross section, but it's got more information on it. There's actually two lines here. The blue one is along the elevation of the line that I drew. The green one is where the surface is along that line. PC is called a point on a curve, where you enter a curve. PCC is where you exit a curve, as well as or enter another curve, because these are two curves next to each other. They both say PCC here. So we're exiting a curve here, or entering another curve here, and exiting the curve here. PT is called point of tangent. Now let's see. Something is missing. Double click on that guy. All the same things apply. Let's see. It's 13. Okay, that's just to show that you can also change those. Something's missing. That's right. It's like that. Well, something didn't show up, and I'm not sure why. I'm not seeing something. Oh, okay. I know why. That's good. Now, these two tools have been there for a while, and what I eventually did is I kind of extended them. So I'm going to go back to my polyline, and this time I'm going to hit my create board guard here. So this is, say, a cross-section of a road corridor. And I'm going to leave the default settings here, so just to show you what it does. Okay, so what it just did was it scanned the drawing, looking up the names of triangles to allow you to select the set of triangles you want to use. Okay, and I'm going to turn this on to, so we are in layer 1. We'll see the difference here when I say map the nodes of the polygon to the surface. So let me finish here. Okay. 10 plus 5. So just waiting for TurboCAD to finish up the database. Okay, there we go. Okay. Okay, now what just popped up, because I selected the save data to file, is it's going to save some information, a text file for you. Let's put it here. Temp. Data 1. Basically, what it just added is this corridor geometry to the drawing, and it also added, let me turn it off. Okay. So based on that road center line, each one of these crossing lines is a cross section, and along that road, it's going to give you the cross section for that at that station. So this is the starting station, starting at 0, 0, and this would be 10 units along that line. And what it's giving you is what's the cut area, fill area, the total mass that gets accumulated along that road, and then there's the volumes, because what's going to happen is they're going to put the road here. What it says is, because the green part is surface, in this area between the blue and the green, that's going to be cut.
Right.
And then over here, because the road will be above the road, that's going to be fill.
Okay.
And the area of those areas is in the part of the diagram here at the bottom, at the lower part of the diagram. So at the next station, you get the same thing, and what happens is it starts to accumulate the masses, or to accumulate the mass based on the cut and fill areas. So that one doesn't look too readable, so come on. Change previous to that one. That to 8. That's a little better.
I see.
So you can individually change
and so
those.
that then you get a profile of every section with its cut and fill, right?
That's correct. So you can see there should be 100 of these. So there's quite a few.
Okay. And those are all on their own dedicated layer, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Single layer. Okay, so
have you compared to how AutoCAD Civil 3D does this? Is it similar, or?
no, I don't. I haven't done that. Let's see. Let's do these guys, and then look at the 3D view of this guy. Okay. So down here was the original polygon.
What is your background with civil engineering? Is it?
I used to work for a firm that did this that created this kind of software for AutoCAD.
I see.
And I decided to take what I learned and try to put it to my own good use.
Okay.
Okay, so I think that is on. So I'm not a civil engineer, I'm a programmer. My degree is in mathematics.
Okay.
Okay, so.
Because what it does is really powerful, when you compare it to the civil stuff. It's just, I'm just worried that there's some like missing thing that'll just stop them using it, but
Well,
maybe not. I mean, it's super powerful, it looks like.
I'm always looking for suggestions. Okay, now let me demonstrate this other tool. I'm going to turn the triangles on. And, okay. Turn the boundary back on. I'm going to turn off the top. Turn the triangles back off for now, just so you see what the different layers are that are created. Okay, so from this center line, I created the top and then the sides. And I also created what I call the outside. I'm going to use that right now. Turn on triangles. Look at the top. And we're going to use my cut surface polygon tool. move on to those. Okay, so we have 3 new layers. We're going to turn the triangles off first. Then you can see that I've got an inside section
I see.
and an outside section. And
I see.
down here. Now, what's it good for? Let's look at say, and simply turn off my inside.
Speak up a little bit, please.
Okay. Okay, so I turn my outside on, but instead of turning the inside on, I'm going to go back and get my load.
Okay.
So now you can see that it can.
And then how do we get that colored view back again?
You can, at this point, you can individually color them. Let's do. Let's see the top one. It's not very nice. Okay. Okay. I'm using a cancel. Okay, turned off everything except the top of the road, and I cleared the old set of triangles. Now what I want to do is create a surface onto the top of the road. So I'm going to make the top set of triangles my active set of triangles. Now what I want to do is I want to turn that into a surface by itself. So keep triangles. Okay, so single object. I want to do the same thing with this. Clear this set. Let's just see what it looks like from the through. That's not good. That's not nice.
Do you need some lights in the drawing, maybe?
There we go. That's what's good. It should have asked me, shouldn't it?
Should have, yeah.
Or, let's see. Let's color that. So that is just another set of triangles.
What are you doing now? Please tell me what you're doing as you're doing it.
Oh, I am. You were asking about the color coming back. Well, that one's a different surface. So I'm just going to recreate or color the outside part of the surface after it was cut, so that it's got color.
Okay. There was just one view at the beginning that you showed me that had all of the different colors that looked pretty good. And I was just wondering how quick, easy it was to get back to that view. But
It's on a layer that was this one.
okay, so now is that still the original surface without the road in it?
Yes, actually, it's based on the original surface. The original surface. The original surface is here on the triangles layer. Then we use that to color, so that they're on different layers.
I see.
Yeah.
And that in rendered view, what does that look like in rendered view? Does it, still also just black?
Yeah, because it didn't give me any lights.
Okay, so put in some default lights. Just go modify or draw light or something. I'm not sure where the lights are. It might be in draw. Don't see any lights there, hey? Maybe under tools. Not so much, eh? Yeah. There, lights. At the bottom.
Let's start with values. Let's start with values.
You can just put it anywhere, yeah? Say headlight. Headlight should be good.
That's good.
And
Here's the
now
new
when
right
you
now.
and now when you do a render,
That's better.
okay.
Okay. Let's see.
Okay, so now we're getting something.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've seen you bring in a surface, I've seen you put on the contours, I've seen you put on a road and get the profiles of those. I've seen you do a cross section through the drawing. What else is worth seeing?
We saw cut surface, cut and road. Um, those are the, I think, the most important ones. We used editing triangles. We saw create surface. We saw cross section. We saw profile. We did contours.
Now the contours have text labels on them with major and minor contour things, is that correct?
They do not, but that brings up why this guy right here is here. Let's turn on contours and do a top-down view. Let's go here.
So would you regenerate the contours with the road in that, or would you just leave the contours?
I would leave the contours because they're on a separate layer. If you wanted to redo the contours, you could. With the road in it.
Is that a usual workflow or not?
I don't know what a usual workflow is.
I'm just trying to figure out what a civil engineer would do, and if they would need the contours redone after it's cut out. That's all I'm asking. But maybe not. Maybe they want the original contours.
Well, I would say yes. The answer to that question would probably be yes. But it depends on the requirements of where they're making the documents. Sometimes they do, sometimes they just wouldn't need it. But you certainly could. If I were going to do that, what I would do is just leave my road in there and choose contours off. Put that back. That's the seams I want. Yeah, because these are trying to find the inside. And then I want my outside. Now, clear the current set. Just do it. Control E. And all of those triangles. Current set. Now let's do some contours again. So we don't want the color tint. Do you want just lines, or do you want the color tint?
Either. Show me something different if you can, yeah.
Okay. This will be different because we've seen this. Yes, we did see that one. Let's just do this one here.
Okay, you must speak up, Jerry. We can't hear you.
Okay.
Okay, perfect. So I did the...
No, I messed up because I didn't change the name of the layer. And what it did just now is it put everything on the old layer, which turned it back on. So I should undo it. Otherwise, we won't be able to actually see the difference. Actually, you can kind of see it in here. Just there. Okay. Make sure it's on and off here. New stuff at the bottom. It's off. Trims. Oh, that's not outside. Okay, so here's my new set of triangles. Let's see if we can. Yeah.
Oh, that looks good there. I see that.
Yeah. Comes right around.
Perfect. Let me do a save now before I make sure that what we have is saved. Just give me a second, please.
Okay.